welcome back to the show.
Hi, Jimmy.
I miss you so
miss
much.
you.
I watch you all the time, so I'm used to you in my life, but to see you in person, I just love seeing you. And congrats, looking gorge on the cover of Good Housekeeping right there. Not too shabby.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, because I watch you, seriously, every single morning. When do you get it to get any time off? And do you go on vacation when you do take time off?
We just actually both...
Yeah.
I took a whole spring break.
Yes.
My first spring break I've ever taken, because both kids were on the same schedule, so we took the kids. I basically, the last time I took my little boy on an airplane ride, he was 3. It was horrible. He was like basically crawling under the seats, and it was like a footrest for the other passengers. So I put him on a no-fly list.
Yeah, hey,
like family
you gotta
no-fly
put
list.
good. I'm good that the parents do it. Yeah,
and like literally 3 years passed, and I'm like, let's give you a chance. You're on probation. So we went. We had the best time. He learned to swim.
See, that's fantastic.
Come on.
I know. So he's potty trained. He learned to swim. I'm like, drop the mic. I'm done.
It's all
over.
happened.
Also, I should say he's 17 years old.
Yeah,
But that's amazing.
It's awkward.
Potty training
But
comes
they
when it comes.
They always
Yeah.
say, like, your kid won't go off to college with diapers. I'm like, well, it could happen.
Yeah, this one might. Yeah, this one might. Yeah. I saw Jenna Bush Hager was talking and talking about this vacation because she went with you.
She totally busted Savannah.
She said that Savannah,
busted you out.
No.
no, because apparently it was your wedding anniversary on your vacation.
Turns out.
Yeah. You woke up and you had no idea it was your anniversary?
Well, what happened, it wasn't the first thought when I woke up, and I don't think it was my husband's either, and we took the kids, the Hagers and our family, we took them to the water park.
Yeah.
And we're like on this like bus to the water park, and all of a sudden Mike's like, is today our anniversary? And I'm like, it is, actually.
Yeah, this is...
So it is.
How romantic.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
We're at the water park. I know,
Exactly.
like, yeah, getting waterborne illnesses.
And how are the girls?
Oh my God, Haley, you guys have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old now. Can you believe that they're that old?
I can't believe they're 5 and 3.
I know. They both recently had birthdays.
And do you go all out, Hoda Kotb?
No, let me tell you what I do. I do something y'all should do because it's super easy and fun. I make the best birthday cakes. But let me tell you the secret, because we have this chef named Elizabeth High School.
Yeah.
She goes, Hoda, look, don't be mixing everything, just dump it in. It's a dump cake. So what you do is you take the Duncan Hines, dump it in, pour the egg in, barely stir it. Just barely. Stick it in the oven.
Even with like clumps in?
Clumps. No, the clumps make it delicious. And when it says cook for 28 minutes, cook for 23.
Julia Child,
Wait,
right here.
when it comes out of the oven, y'all, and when I ice it, people are like, hey, is that the cake your daughter made? I'm like, no, that's the cake I made. But it is, but
my daughter did not make it, I made it.
During COVID, my kids don't know that birthdays are a thing. They don't know that you have big parties. They think that you sit at the house, you have a cake, and you FaceTime, with the... That's what they think birthdays are.
That is amazing.
Pumped.
That's right, they're that young.
I'm totally pumped.
Yeah, my parents started this silly tradition of always getting me an ice cream cake from Carvel. I loved it. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. But yeah, no. There was a couple years where they forgot, and it's heartbreaking.
It's like,
Yeah, and then they go, where are we going to get an ice cream cake?
Yeah.
Poor Jimmy's, again, he's 17. He's 17 years old. But I remember once my grandma, they put it in, my grandma just left it out. She just thought it was a cake. And by the time it was blowing out the candles, it was just soup all over the thing. It was just a total disaster. There's a couple things that happened this year that I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
I'm glad the family is good, but you started off the new year with a little controversy, as they say. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, a little controversy. Controversy. Because a little controversy.
There's no controversy.
No, there is.
No, there's not.
Well,
okay,
look,
go on. Tell the thing.
I think you're going to bring up what I think needs to be addressed.
Thank you. The polar plunge?
Thank you for having the courage to speak truth to power.
Wow, finally. The polar plunge. Everyone knows what a polar plunge is, right? This thing, you go into freezing cold lake or water, and you go in, you go...
Can I set the stage? It was 16 degrees. It was freezing. Jenna and I were in bathing suits, okay? We had to go into the ocean. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just let her rephrase.
No,
that's
what it is.
Everyone agrees with you. Everyone, get your clickers out.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Don't get your clickers out. So he said yes. So great. But then I have video of you doing the plunge.
Yeah.
Here's Hoda doing the polar plunge.
Yeah.
You take a look. I love your game.
Yes. Yes.
They're clapping,
Yes.
but I don't know if...
Yes.
Can we see that in slow motion, the part that's very controversial? Yeah, that's not the plunge. Look at Jenna. Jenna is diving right in. Jenna, you went with a... You went with like...
your head in the
you
way
did
you dip a chip in guacamole.
You did a Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. You're like,
yeah.
Wait,
hi.
I'm gonna ask...
Oh, am I in the polar plunge?
That was
Sorry.
not a polar plunge. It was a polar dip.
I'm gonna ask your audience.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, did I do a polar plunge? Wait, what? Wait, no?
Wow, a mixed reaction.
Oh, I thought I could hype the crowd.
But, no, but you can ask, but did she look cool doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look really cool. I did it. I got to be honest. I did a polar plunge.
You did?
And
All the way in?
Yeah, Lake Michigan. I went all the way in.
Oh, my God.
And everything freezes. It was ridiculous. It was in Chicago, and I got out, and I heard bagpipes, and...
You thought you died.
That's what Irish people hear when they die. And I go, I floated away in Lake Michigan. I go, this is, but I survived. There were just actual bagpipers behind me.
Oh, you did it in a suit?
Yeah, there actually was bagpipers. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's how you know he actually did the plunge.
It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Guys, I want to talk to you about this big Hall of Fame. This is a giant honor for you guys. Are you freaking out?
The Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
We're like, we basically feel like that's how you know you're old. You're just like, okay.
No, that's how you know that you're a legend.
There's no young people in the Hall of Fame.
Now there are 2.
No.
There's about to be 2. Let's talk about it when we come back. Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb. Come on back, everybody.
Hey, hey.